welcome back to the Atmospheric Cafeteria. If you would like a reading, feel free to check out my Etsy. For my YouTube family, you know I always attach the short to this one, the longer version. I have 11 on the timer, and earlier I saw 11:01, so 11s might, well, actually they do mean something in this because ones are new beginnings, and so that many ones means that this is a huge new beginning, which is shown by the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Now the Seven of Swords, it means that you have to leave something, and you're leaving something behind, and you may not be doing it in the best way possible. Now when I asked my spirit guides about this, are they doing this to be an awful person? Are they doing this to be a horrible person? Are they just an absolute dickhead? Basically what it came down to is you are leaving this situation in whatever way that you can, even if that way is dishonestly, even if you're leaving everything behind, because you need a new beginning. You need to do something new. You need to be more creative. You need to be it's not even necessarily more creative. It's you need to leave a situation that is not good for you. So if that means that you are married and you're in if this means you're married and you have kids and you're dissatisfied with your life and you're sitting there going, I can't be a mom, I can't be a dad, I can't be a parent to anybody, I can't do this, it's going to look like the most horrible, devastating thing in the world, but I have to leave, then that is what this is saying. If this means that you're in an abusive relationship with somebody and you have to leave for the betterment of your own good and you have to lie in order to do it, that is what is going on, because you need this rest of the Four of Swords. You need this time to think about the things that have been happening, because some of them seem to not be so okay, and you need this in order to become the new person that you actually need to be. Another card of leaving. I'm just flipping over what they tell me to. Yeah, because you need a new balance in your life. You need this balance in your life that you do not have now. Now, I know everybody is going, oh, well, if you have kids. No, some people have to leave their children behind with a parent that is obviously a decent parent, because they can't be parents. There's something going on, there's something wrong, or maybe you're somebody that's taking your kids and leaving. You live in the state of New York and you're clearing out to California because you can and you can afford to do so, because that other parent isn't great. So you guys need to leave for whatever reason it is, and I will not judge, because I know people that have had to do that. So we don't judge here, we have understanding. I'm talking to you that just decided that that was not what we were having here, which is what we're having here. People don't just pick up and leave when things are happy. People pick up and leave because things are not good. And this might, sorry, that was shrill. This might even be somebody who knows that they have to leave a situation because their partner is an abuser and they have to leave their children with them in order to leave and come back and get their kids, okay? So we don't judge here, but what we're saying is that you are leaving. You're leaving a situation, whatever that is, because you need to Four of Swords for a while. You need to lay in this in order to get here, in order to find out, to be rejuvenated, in order to find out who you are and who you used to be, because you forgot who you were somewhere along the way. And you need to find that. You need to find that, because that's important, because you can't return to anything if you don't find out who you are. They're also showing me the book The Lovely Bones, where the mother leaves and she goes to live a whole complete different life. So there may be some trauma, there may be some tragedy that has happened where you can't be the person who you used to be, and now you need to leave in order to find out who this person is. But you've got to lay in your Four of Swords. You've got to have that moment of rest where you're actually healing from the problem, so that you can become the Page of Cups, so you can become who you actually need to be, so you can bring in your own emperor. Whether male or female, you're coming into your emperorship. You're coming into who you are supposed to be, so that you are no longer blinded by the things in front of you. So the Star. Yep. And I'm being told that for some of this is, oh wow, look at that, in the Ten of Wands. This is something that you've been thinking about for a long period of time. You've been thinking about this for a very significant amount of time, and it's really torn your heart apart to have to do this for some of you, to have to leave this. Now I'm also being shown you could be leaving a toxic family dynamic by just picking up and moving and then never telling anybody where you are, you know, to the point that they're like, well, they just left and they don't care. Well, anybody who says that, yeah, that's abusive. Because let's face it, if your family is good, if you've got a good family, you're not going to leave them unless there's an absolute reason, and usually it's because there's something wrong within that family. This is not including, of course, you know, mental health issues where people are schizophrenic or bipolar and they're just like running, you know, it's the mental health issue that's taking it over. But because that's a whole separate issue than what we're talking about here and has nothing to do with that. Now, on the other side, they're also saying if you have mental health issues like schizophrenia and bipolar, and your family is unwilling to accept the fact that you are medicated and happy and well, and they're not, and you have to walk away from that to keep your sanity, yeah, there you go. That would definitely, yeah, that's true, Spirit. That's very true. Some people do have to do that. Confirmation burp that wants to come up. But anyway, whew. So that is your reading for today, and be well on your journey, my friends. Be good, behave, be happy, and be yourself, and I love you. And if you would like to delve in deeper, please feel free to check out my Etsy. Love your faces.